Shalom, this brother Kapaya, yes, with a quick rant. I want to focus on this particular video by Mal Haloya out of the Kansas City camp. This is page GMSKC, prophet number 3. And he pretty much go in and say, you niggas are completely embarrassment, to say the least, shaking my head. And, when you see this video, it is embarrassing. How Eve and Jake just throw their food in the buggy, just don't care how they, take care of their stuff. Knowing, you got to eat that, at least have some consideration, for your food. You just throwing in the buggy like you wild animals, and, just bad food. And I remember looking at the video, and my lawyer said, man, they don't have no fruit, no nothing, just straight junk. And, that's the way our people, are immune to that. And this is, is historical. And I'm gonna go in that because the deal is, this Edomite woman that you're about to see with her stout look, this woman here, she's very prideful. She think that her race of people, from how she talk, is better than so-called blacks. And they always want to point, show us so-called black people the face of welfare, the face of violence. Knowing that they lead in violence, they lead in welfare. Let me show you this right quick. Give me one. So check this out. It says here, it had to be somebody of another color, another race. The real question is, why are 42 million Americans collect stamps? They keep on spitting out kids and living off the government. And I think you know what group I'm talking about. So, this here could be very well a Edomite, person, man, or whatever, Mark Everson. So, but when you check this stuff out, race and ethnicity, percentage of SNAP participation, I guess we said participation, participant, I believe, said white, non-Hispanic, 35%, black, African American, 26%, and everybody else under. So who has the more, who has more benefit? Esau's not going to give a so-called black man and his family, but really the black woman and her children, more than his own women. What sense does that make? Everybody is a racist in a good way. Esau, even though, his mindset, he'll unalive a lot of his people just to be on top, but he'll choose his brother, his sister over us. So, of course, his people going to get more, but we have to be the face of welfare. See, 35% with 14.8 million, 26 of so-called black people, 11 million, and trickles on down. So let me knock some of this stuff out right quick. So back to this here. Give me one sec. Yeah, and this is old stout looking woman right here that talk that bullshit. And now I'm not trying to let's say talk for this particular couple, speak up for them or whatever. Like I said, this is just, it's cultural, it's a historical, because during slavery, guess what they did? They gave us the worst of the worst. They gave us the swine. They at least know of of the Edomites, the so-called Ammon, not Ammon, but um oh my goodness, the small hatters. I was trying to think of their nationality. They know that we not supposed to eat swine. It's in the Bible, 11:7 Leviticus, or 7:11, either one. It's one of the two, Shalakia. And but maybe not much so this woman or whatever, but they know who we are. So in order to keep us in sin, keep us under their feet, is to what? Keep them in sin. Keep the children of Israel in sin. You read Judith chapter 5, and I want to say 17, 18, 19, somewhere along in there, where it said that if the children of Israel sin not, the Lord is with them. But when they do sin and turn away from their power, the Lord is not with them, and these other countries, they can put their hand on the children of Israel and rule over them. See, and also in the prison system, I remember hearing this a long time ago. I want to say in the late 1800 or early 1900, shrimp wasn't a delicacy. Shrimp was a bottom feeder of the ocean, of the ocean, and also pig is another bottom feeder of the land. So he gave us two of the worst things to two of the worst things to eat, and our people knowing who we are, we'll turn sugar to shit. I mean, we turn shit to sugar, is what I meant to say. Made it a delicacy. When I was in the world, a long time ago, when I might have been, the last time I probably had some chilling, I might have been 20 or something. I can't remember. It's been a long time ago, and now Esau get it and he sell it in the stores. And it's bad for you. Shrimp is bad for us. He sell them now in the store, but he used to feed them to the prisoners. And the prisoners, with their, when you behind bars, whatever, you start to think and put stuff together. You damn near, what you call that? It's a movie called, oh man, I can't even think of this doggone movie. Where this white boy, he can get a pen and some paper towel and some glue and make a MacGyver. It's an old TV show where this white guy can put some stuff together and make a bomb or make some type of gadget to get himself out of trouble. And then they showed a picture of him some years ago after the show had stopped playing, and he on side of the road and can't even change his tire. The same actor that played MacGyver, that they had him, being able to fix anything and get out of trouble, but he can't even change his tire on the side of the road. But anyway, I thought that would, be a little bit funny, because that's Esau. Esau, he full of lies. He want to be the hero of the fucking world. The man to come run to. He got all the questions, all the answers. He got all the answers to answer your questions. And that's why so many of our people fucked up. They don't have no covering. They go run to him for answer. And the Lord, he laughing at your confusion and your mental anguish. But going back to this woman right here, I'm gonna play this video, and you're gonna see the stout, turtle face looking woman that she is. You're gonna see, that she full of shit. So like, let me get this night here. Let me go. Where is that now? This might be it here. Yeah, this is right here. So what I'm gonna do is, hopefully, hold on, let me stop it. So I'm gonna play maybe about 45, 50 seconds of it. It's gonna be something short. I just wanted to throw this in here, how the audacity of not just only her, but a lot of other Edomite men and women always want to show shame, point shame at us. Like, look, y'all, it's sad how y'all eat like animals and stuff, like, but they the fucking main animal. One more before I go play this video. I mean, look at the destruction that you did to the Northern Kingdom over here. How you unalive millions of people. You call Esau used to eat Negroes. It's a book called what? Delectable Negro. How disgusting you are. Now, don't get me wrong. Any man in his right mind, like I say, in the world, would eat shrimp or chitlin rather than to eat a fucking human being. You go all the way, and just like you women of Edom, y'all the biggest whores. Y'all want to break records. Don't get me wrong. Eve, she right next door to you, but damn it, doggone Edomite woman, she know a way to go another level. If she can climb on top of a mountain and fall on and slide down 1,000,000 dicks, she'll do it. She would do it. Say, I was the first. You got women right now of Edom, laying down with 5,000 men because she want to be the first. But anyway, I want you to see the pridefulness of this woman trying to shame our people. Oh, Slocky, that's the wrong one. Let me hold on. Let me go here. Okay, that's not it neither. I'm about to find this here. I thought I got it here. Just give me a little second. It might be it right here. Yeah, this is right here. So let me play it back. There we have it.
You want to know why I'm not having an aneurysm over people losing their food stamps on November 1st? Here's why.
One of you. It's profit and it's repeated.
I tell you what, how about this instead? If you're on food stamps, you get a pre-selected box of meat, bread, rice, food staples, and fruits and vegetables. No more handing you a debit card filled with other people's cash for you to go load up on Oreos. The goal here is to keep you from starving, because taxpayers do not need to bankroll your junk food pantry or your health problem.
Now you see that bullshit? Now don't get me wrong, a lot of our people need to get up off their ass. And guess what, Miss so-called white woman, your people mostly need to get off their ass. Y'all been on y'all ass ever since slavery. Ever since y'all had us in slavery, you've been on your ass. But now you want to come down on the people that your full mother and full father enslaved. I mean, you're a motherfucker for that. You the worst of the worst. You a base man. You're nobody. You fooling the world with your trickery. You a deceiver. You the wicked. The border of wickedness. You have no place of repenting. You're going to be destroyed. But before you get destroyed, you're going to be our slave. Revelation 18:4 said, do unto them double. From what they have done to you, do to them double. So we're going to feed you the worst of the worst. Oh yeah, what goes around comes around. With your stout ass look. Let me go back to this piggly wiggly face woman. Like an old fucking snapping turtle in the face. And you acting like this country is embedded with what we call artificial flavor ingredients that they put in our food. What's this thing called yellow flavor or red flavor or whatever? And there's a lot of countries that ban our food from America. And you call yourself this is the greatest land on earth. If it was the greatest land on earth, it'll be equal justice. Number one, the people that was here first will be in rulership. That's number one. Well, no, back. Everybody would call on Yahweh Bashim Awashai. That's number one. The people that was here first will be in rulership. That's number two. And we will be eating healthy food pertaining to what the Lord wants us to eat. But you in rulership, you against the Bible. You look at good as bad, and bad as good. See, that's you. Since you want to sit back and look down, look down over people, and talk all high and mighty, when your people is destroying this country. Your people, like I said, is putting all types of stuff in the food, call people to be sick. Your people is spreading chemtrails in the atmosphere, making people sick, destroying the planet, destroying the trees that give out oxygen. I'm telling you, the Lord had to come quick before you kill everybody. And this is part of their propaganda, pointing the finger at so-called black people as the people that's in need. Hell, with all the fucking work that our people did for you, hell, you might well look at that as reparation right there. You need to give everybody, it doesn't matter if they working or not. But you ain't gonna do that. You ain't gonna pay back what's been given to you for over 400 plus years. You're not gonna do that. But you get mad at how you corrupt and destroyed our people, and we, after slavery, coming into the 1900s, how you used to destroy and burn down our towns, and we had to rely on you because you did not want us to be prosperous on our own. You knew if we get back, to our own, that we were going to outdo you, just like Wall Street when y'all was in a recession, in a we call a 1930 depression. You didn't like that. You didn't like that. You didn't think that we can survive on our own. But you tore all that. You tore our towns up, by fire, and some of our towns you flooded out. Made recreation out of parks and stuff out of it. Where people, where families can go bring their boats and ski jets and stuff like that over so-called black cities that used to be there. Then you give our women welfare. This is your doing. You took the job away from the so-called black man, gave it to our women, and had our women looking down on the men, dividing the family, making our men weak, making our women like men. You gave us a system to depend on. Now you gave us, Esau gave a certain of our people some money, and we're gonna what? We're gonna normally eat what we normally eat because of the history of how you fed us by giving us the scraps, the leftovers, the abominable food. So when you do that for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years, it's already it's already in our system to be the way we are. That's why we have so many obese people, in the so-called, so-called black race. But now I'm gonna say this here, like I said, I'm not trying to cover up for our people that want to buy all this junk. Get yourself educated. Get out of that old way. Take off that old man, that old woman. Go exercise. Go put more fruit and veggies in your basket. Learn how to fast. Pray more. Read the scriptures. Read what the Lord ordained us to eat. Look at it like a vehicle. You go buy a vehicle, you read the manuscript. If the manuscript say put 93 gas in it, put 93 gas in it. Don't go putting 87 gas in it from a mom and pop. And then you wonder why your car acting up because you putting bad gas in it. You wonder why you getting sick and you getting arthritis fast, and your head hurt. Your body just don't feel right because you're not eating the right proper food. You eating shrimp, you eating chitlins, you eating pork hot dogs, you eating fucking greasy food, fried food. The Lord tell you, what you need: blood of the grape, salt, flour. It tell you that in the scriptures. Look it up. So I mean, this was just a little old rant. I just wanted to go in on this woman right here. Her people, like I said, is part of our problem. The way her people is the problem that causes obesity with the stuff that they put in our food. Listen, Esau, let me tell you something. Esau, he run the farm. 1% of so-called black people is doing farming, or none at all. Right? Esau, Esau brought a lot of farmland, and he doing the hell what he want with it. And if he catch you with a farm or just a small ass field in the backyard growing tomatoes, corn, beans, or even if you got a chicken and roosters in the backyard, roosters and hen in the backyard, he'll have something to do with that. No, you can't have that. The good Lord put that on the planet for us to what? Eat, to survive. But him, he want to be the Lord. He said, no, you can't have it. You got to buy out of my stores. This old chemical ass shit. But for his people, all the fresh stuff, stuff that's fresh out the farm, animals, like chicken or cows or whatever that have not been through the factory process, from the farmland to the factory to the store to your home. No, it's from the farmland to his table. Farmland to the slaughterhouse. They kill it. Take all the stuff out of it and clean it up, wash it up. Well, I don't know about that because Esau, he don't like washing his meat. Better yet, washing himself. But they gonna eat the fresh, healthy stuff while you eat, stuff that's not gonna sit right with your body. Stuff that's gonna cause you to be weak, so that he can continue ruling over you, and you always have to depend on him to stay healthy, to put food in your body. He put stuff in your food that cause you to go crazy, cause you to to be hypertension. To somebody say hi to you, you ready to slit his throat. So I'm gonna end it right there. I mean, Boy, I'm telling you, listen, Revelation 18 is coming your way. Revelation 18:4, do unto them double as they have done to you. We're going to do you just as well as you done to us, except for the homosexual act and all that bullshit. But we're going to get you back. Shalom.